Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. My name is G. Cole, and welcome to Homegrown, where we share with you some good music while talking to some great people. Hello world, hope you're feeling as good as I am. I want to big up all my homegrown listeners out there and welcome all the new listeners. If you haven't yet subscribed, please do so we can keep you updated when new material is available. We will be posting new episodes bi-weekly. Want to thank everyone who has been listening and sharing. Please leave us a comment. We'd love to hear from you. Please check out the website homegrownwithgcole.com to listen and for all things homegrown. The podcast is available on iTunes, Spotify, TuneIn, Stitcher, Google Play, iHeartRadio, Radio.com, YouTube, wherever you listen to your podcast. We are there. We're also very interactive. Please follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at MyGCole. The video of this interview is also available on YouTube. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel. This is episode 142, and our guests joining us live in studio today, Mr. Hopeton Lindo and Miss Novel-T. They're going to also be performing live the brand spanking new single, I Don't Know Much, which comes to you courtesy of Hopeton Lindo's brand spanking new album, Purpose. We don't hear that. But we got to get in, you know what I mean? We got to talk about it a little bit. Ladies and gentlemen, Novel-T, Hopeton Lindo. This episode comes to you courtesy of the latest release from yours truly. It's called She Said. Now, you can go over to bandcamp.com and put in G Cole and search the catalog. There's albums up there. There's singles up there. Go ahead and check out the catalog, all right? There's a brand spanking new album in the works right now that will be coming out in March. So go catch up on the catalog right about now so you can come sing along with the new one in March, all right? Ladies and gentlemen, let's get in.
Here's the deal. I got the special honor, the special privilege. We're going to drop something for y'all right now. First time, can I say that? First time being performed live. All right. First time. So if you're here right about now, you're in for something special. I just you show off on your friend them. You know what I mean? Show off on the homies and let them know you saw it here first. Y'all ready? Let's go.
Look at this face. I know the years are showing. Look at this life, I still don't know where it's going. I don't know much, but I know I love you. That may be all I need to know. Look at these eyes, they never see what matters. Look at these dreams, so beaten and so battered. I don't know much, but I know I love you. And that may be all I need to know. So many questions still left unanswered. So much I'm never broken through. And when I feel you near me, sometimes I see so clearly. The only truth I'll ever know is me and you. Look at this man, so blessed with inspiration. Look at this soul, still searching for salvation. I don't know much, but I know I love you. And that may be all I need to know. But I know I love you.
Jano, could I use about 3 more minutes? I'm going to make it sound like a longer star.
Go.
Jano, ladies and gentlemen, it is Novel-T, it is Hopeton Lindo.
Wait, fist
First time.
First
Y'all
time,
did
first
it.
time we're singing it together too.
Jano. And I'll let y'all know, the artists, they're storming outside, under the weather and all kind of thing. And I said it to them, I'll take your kind of horse, I'll take your kind of figure any day. You know what I mean? No fire, no bun pan individuals, but guess what? Enough. Regular thing. Nah, keep up the Novel-T's horse around here. But that's just me. You know what I mean? That's just me. And they must say it to me. Don't blame them, don't bad mind them, don't do that. You know what I mean? So
You see how you mix up? Well, yeah, advertise my horseness.
Hey, listen, I just gotta let the people know because guess what? No, you know why I gotta do it? I'm gonna tell you why. Let me switch up my microphone. Here's why I gotta do it. I got folks be hitting me up and make it sound like, say, boy, I'm doing some special things to these microphones. I ain't doing nothing. You know what I mean? Me just press power, turn on. If you ain't got it, you just ain't got it. I'm just saying. First of all, welcome both. Welcome.
Thank you.
Welcome.
Thanks for having us.
It's been 4 years, but it's alright.
But hold on, but here we know. Novel-T says it's been 4 years, right?
Yeah.
I'm on episode 140 something right now, right? And this is the podcast. So this is not just every show. This is just what goes up on Apple Music and whatnot,
Okay.
right? Hopeton was episode 4.
Oh dear.
That was
So
before the
it's like
video. It was straight. It was straight. Yeah.
Yeah,
So
it's been
we
a while,
talk.
it's been a while.
So the 4 years. I feel bad now because his is 7.
For real.
Okay.
And the first time coming in the studio too.
First time I come into the studio.
Okay,
True.
yeah. Okay, so I'm
Yeah.
kind of like ahead of him, you know.
Yeah.
I got the honor. I came in and sit down with the big dog 4
But-
years ago.
Let us just thank everyone who's supporting this song. You know, it's a classic, you know what I mean?
Yes.
So
Oh my
it's
God.
our rendition of a classic. So I'm glad everyone is loving it.
Yeah, man.
You know?
I mean, there's nothing we
Appreciate
could
it.
ask for more.
Appreciate
We've gotten so much support, and we really appreciate it, you know.
The thing is, all right, it's when it comes to my favorite songs, anything that's in my, you know, this is how I am with my D Browns and whatever the case may be. You see, anytime somebody say, yo, I'm touching this tune right here, so
Yeah.
though I should and I ought to be optimistic, I normally am not. You know what I mean? Now I'm a little bit of, John, no, sorry, you couldn't go touch something you can't touch. I can't pretend. You know what I mean? You can't touch something, just low my artists, right?
For real.
This one right here, when you told me the song was coming, I saw the artwork, but I hadn't heard the song yet. Like the rest of the world, this is a classic. I'm not going to use the word skeptical. I'm going to be like, I didn't know what to expect. I don't know what's coming. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But when me tell you, say, if this came out before the original, 1 day before the original, you couldn't tell me saying about this is the original. You know what I mean?
Well, we'll try to make it our own, you know.
Well,
Honored to hear
And
that.
you know, it's a beautiful song that people love. We love
Yeah.
it from a long time.
Love it from a while, man.
we try to make it your own.
From
Yeah,
a
we try
child.
to just embrace it and do the best we can.
I think y'all did way more than that. I think
I
gonna
know.
bag it up, knock it out, throw it in the
Just
back of the van and
just
drive
so
off
you
with it.
know, It's something I love,
Uh-huh.
but it's not something I ever aspired to cover.
Right.
If Hopeton didn't call me and said, do this, I would have just sit down and just worship the song and just leave it alone. You know? But
Well, no, your
I'm
stamp is
grateful
on
that
it.
he asked me. Yeah.
But gee,
Yeah.
a long time I look for someone to sing the song with me.
Bruh. Well, here's the other thing too. A lot
Wherever you
of
them
times,
say under your nose.
right on the end.
When me look, I say Novel-T. Wait, me can't look no further.
And the voices blend so
she's
well.
She's amazing, man. She's amazing.
Jano.
Great,
I
great singer.
I couldn't
you
have
know?
a better honor to work with this man. You know, I'm just blessed. I'm thanking God every day.
Boy, they be doing it. I love the humility.
Come on, the blessing is
I don't have to be
inside.
humble. The tune fire. You know what I mean? The tune fire. Tune bad fire. I love it.
Yeah.
I
Give
love
praise,
it.
Give praise. You know, we give honor.
Give thanks, you know.
One thing I always say to folks when it comes to doing any, you know, replicating anything, and I hate, there's a word I'm gonna throw in the trash. The word cover.
Yeah.
This is your interpretation,
Yeah.
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
So there's one thing I always wonder about because, and this is a lot of times the line between hitting and missing is song choice,
True.
right? Because a lot of time people, you just love a song, you grew up and listen to a song, and you love it, and I'm a tune, right? But you don't realize that vocally might not be a thing. The vocal, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then there's sometimes when people catch it and sometimes your vocal range can make you go there and do whatever the case. But then you got some stuff where the sound like say, boy, it was written for you. It sound to me like it was written for you. and on a show up late to the studio, and Aaron, and was it Linda?
Them thief the song.
Them thief the song. They showed up like 5 minutes before.
Let me tell you, Aaron Neville and Linda Ransom, two are one of my favorite singers, you know.
Wow.
So I love the song and I love the singers. So you know, I embrace the whole package. And with the blessing of the Almighty, it comes novelty.
But me not like how them thief the song from we do it.
Them show up 5 minutes before, you know. 5 minutes.
You, man, them just
You know what I mean? Yeah, what I say, it happens.
Yeah.
Darn these Motown
I
artists.
just big up the fans, you know. Thank you guys. I can't even respond to everything, but thanks for the kind comments on Facebook and loving it and loving you guys. You know, thanks a lot for the support. Over the years, actually, I mean, you know, I've gotten some good support, and I'm just blessed. And I'm now in a camp where, you know,
big singer, you
you know, it's funny. I love it. On us look like I have fun.
You know, you're not yet, man. Novelty.
Oh, hold up. So there's some stuff that's popping that
she's working on an album. Trust me, you hear some things, man.
Talk to me.
You know, talk up the talk.
Talk up the talk. Album will come?
Yeah. You know, I hope to drop it. Actually, it's gonna drop before the end of the year.
Really?
I'm just working on the last thing. No, you know, it's gonna be a compilation because, of course, you know, I've had a lot of singles I've released lately, and you know, it's gonna have, you know, many of those on there compiled in a nice body of work, and I have a new song that I think is fire. You know, and
Send it on.
Yeah, you know, ready. We'll polish it and put the sheen and all of that on it. But yeah, courtesy of my pen here, the pen.
Hardest working man in show business, you know what I mean? When he's not in front of the microphone, he's got the pen up and there's always something going on.
And just forget a hint, you know, we talk about musicians like Sly and Robbie. You know the type of production we talk about. Novel-T, you know.
Wow.
Look out for it, man.
It's gonna be rough. It's gonna be rough. So yeah, I hope everybody like it. I'm sure you'll love it.
Jano.
So it's gonna be coming soon, and of course you're gonna be one of the first persons to get it.
I appreciate it. And I'm gonna commend you on the discipline too, you know, because what people don't realize is this: as an artist, it's the hardest thing to have a song ready for the world and sit down on it.
True.
Ain't nothing harder than have it and you can't press send.
Yeah.
Are you not supposed to press send?
Yeah.
Nah, man.
I'm not one of those anxious persons that just can't wait to put things out and you have to hear this. I have to feel right for me at the time.
But once it's right and ready, the problem is the release date. Because a lot of times you have it right and ready, and the release date is 2 months down the road. You're like, damn. You know what I mean?
I'm good.
You're good. You're patient.
I'm very patient.
You're patient like that the whole time?
Yeah, man.
I ain't got it.
My three P's is persistence, patience, and purpose.
Mad. Give me them again.
You say God give a blessing and God look out for you. Sometimes we pray for certain things, but God say no, that door there enough for you to go through.
That's right.
Because Him know where to go enough. We don't know. So we just wait patiently on the Lord and we continue to pray for the blessing.
And you know,
not
when it
before the
happens,
time.
it's the right time.
Give me a 3 P's again.
Persistence, patience, and purpose.
Jano.
The title of my album is
Speaking
Purpose.
of which.
Mad. So hold up. Talk to me about, because my 3 P's are press play. But that's just me, right? So again, let me say the discipline of that like that. But you got a brand new album on the way also.
It's dropping next Friday.
Next Friday.
Yeah, man.
What's the name of the album?
Purpose.
All right, we're milking right about now. How many tracks?
16.
16 tracks.
Wow.
Jano Star.
And some surprise guest artists too.
Oh, you got features?
Yes, I have some features.
Is this song on the album?
Yes, definitely. It starts the album.
So this is
this is the single that lead on to the album.
Mad. When was the album prior to this? Your last album prior to this?
Last album was a couple of years ago now. I think it was 2015 or so. Long time. You know, I've been busy behind the scenes, writing for the artists, doing production.
Right.
Because you know me. It's not all about me. It's about helping others too, you know?
I got to give you that too, because a lot of people, let me tell you see the thing named humility? It's a fad to some people. In other words, it's like, oh, snap, I'm supposed to say that. You know what I mean? I'm supposed to do that. It looks cool. You know what I mean? But they're one of maybe 2 people ever meet in the industry of music that's really genuinely a humble person when they ain't got to be, right? Some people say, G. Cole, you're humble. That's because I'm not you. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. If my repertoire and my catalog, I'm not promising you the humility that Hopeton Lindo is giving to you. I'm just saying. I'm just letting you know. So that humility there, brother, it doesn't go unnoticed. Every time I mention Hopeton Lindo to somebody, they talk about the catalog. But prior to talking about the catalog, they talk about the man. So much respect on that, brother.
Thanks.
Much respect.
Yeah,
And you know I'm one of your biggest fans too.
Brother.
I always call and encourage you.
Jano, I said, boy, drop the thing.
I see you behind the mic in a different
Jano.
position. But
Jano.
keep singing, my brother.
Yes.
It's on this way. I got an album coming out next March, and hopefully
You got it.
we're good to go.
Maybe
Good to
one
go.
day we
One
can
of
do
the best
something, do
voices
some
out
work
there
together,
right
you know?
Y'all heard it here, ladies and gentlemen, all right? Y'all heard it here. We'll go back to it and say, oh, remember when they tell me, say.
Yes, wheel back the tape.
Real about the tape. Remember when they tell me, say.
Yeah, I'm just a phone call away, my brother.
Jano.
For people like you know.
Jano.
Yeah, man.
Man, I appreciate it, man. I appreciate it. And what's the name of this new album again?
Purpose.
Purpose.
I'm living my life with purpose, believing in myself, trusting the Almighty, and depend on no one else.
Wow.
This business, you and I know this business.
Crazy.
Many smile with you, but they don't mean you no good.
Ooh, most.
So
And
listen
many
to the
are
words.
most.
Listen to the words
Preach.
of purpose. I'm gonna give it to you
Most.
pre-release one of these days, bro.
Jano,
Before Friday.
Jano. And I want to say,
Powerful.
you know what we got to do one of these days? Both of you, right? Because I think it's fellowshipping too, you know.
True.
Because the music you're about to put out is coming from you. It's your soul. It's your, you know what I mean. We got kids, but this is the youngest babies we got.
True, true.
Right, and we're more prideful and more possessive of our youngest kids, right?
True, true.
So the music can really mean something. One of these days, I don't know where it's gonna be, the crib, somewhere, whatever the case may be. I gotta get some nice sound system, sit on a couple of bottles of wine, and just go through it, track for track for track. You can tell me the details of the songs, because a lot of times you mention even purpose. When I hear you say that, it's like some things are necessary.
Yeah.
And as an artist, I think people, you're supposed to look at the depth of an artist, but I think people look at artists as just creatives. So purpose, you just a talented writer. So you just wrote something about purpose on that reading. But the truth is, hearing what you're saying right now,
It's a
it's
story.
deeper than that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Deeper than
And
that.
I encourage people to listen to that words. Live your life with purpose and believe in yourself, especially the other artists. Yeah. You have some producers. Some of them are so-called top producers. Who I tell an artist, say, you're not ready for this, setting and all of that. No, believe in yourself. It's up to the Almighty. It's not up to no man. You understand? So
Yep.
just keep doing your thing, man.
I hope that resonates. I hope that
Believe.
resonates. I go on my soapbox from time to time, right? People, some shows let us rant, right? One of those rants I had to do is this. When people send me music, I always say, just send me the music. I don't ask me my opinion. Because if you were confident enough to get to that point to where you now want to share it with somebody, it's ready.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Now, there's quality assurance. Now, get me wrong. The fact
True,
that you pay feet, that means they must put you at the road, because that's a problem. And oftentimes, because somebody paid studio costs for a song, they feel they must touch the road. Sometimes I keep it on the hard drive. You know?
Yeah.
We all got some songs on the hard drive somewhere and nobody not here, right?
True.
We need to do that. But I'm a human being. All the other radio personalities out there are human beings. All the so-called critics out there are human beings, right? So when you ask a man his opinion, take it for exactly that, his opinion,
Exactly.
right? Don't stop pushing your song because somebody tell you say
Real talk.
it wasn't
That's
all that.
good.
No,
That's
believe
good.
in yourself.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Believe in yourself. But some of them ain't all that. So the thing is this: some of them, some for keep, some for keep. So, but that's a different. I digress. I digress. Novel-T, you said album will come out right now, right? Now, you have, you know what? Maybe I can't put that. I'll let you drop that. I'll let you talk about it one of these days. One of these days.
have.
But the album's coming out. How many tracks is that on it?
It's still up in the air. It probably will be 9, 10, or it could
By
be.
the way, that pick, so don't worry
I
about
didn't pick. What may I do?
that. No,
Oh, Jesus.
I didn't say that to you, so that's why I put it. No, but
So what
you're
made
good.
I sing through all this time?
No, that. Yeah, but
Okay, so let me turn to this one.
I forgot up there. You're good, buddy. It's your answer.
You can hear me? Let me see. But anyway, yeah. It's probably, when all is said and done, I thought it was going to be an EP, really. So I thought 7 to 9, but it probably is going to be like 10 songs.
Wow.
When all is said and done, I might still call it an EP. I don't know, because some people have their estimation as to what it is, but it's an album. So yeah, it's gonna be around 10 songs.
I love that.
Yeah.
I love that. And here's the thing: when it comes to this whole EP thing, make sure your fans them see that. The fans them love Novel-T.
I'm not. Let me show my teeth.
It's cool, man. See that? The thing with the albums, and it's a conversation I have all the time: the albums versus the EP kind of a vibe.
Yeah.
I mean, if you got 4 or 5 songs and you want to drop an EP, I ain't mad at you. Drop an EP,
True,
right?
true.
But sometimes we have enough songs for an album, and we're still going the EP
Yeah.
route. I think EP just became a cool thing to do. It became something to do. But the thing about it is not all the entities, and we all need our recognition, even though that's not what you go to gate for, right?
True.
But not all the entities recognize the EPs.
True.
So I always feel like if you got enough songs, call it an album.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
I'll let it go as far as it can
Yeah,
go.
true.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, it's gonna have probably more than 10, because let me tell you, there are some songs that I have that were done even before I was quote unquote known, yeah? And some of them need to revisit because I think them nice. Some of my throw one or two on there. But
Why
we'll
not?
see we'll see how that works out. But it's definitely gonna be an album.
There's not like revisiting something and putting today's spin on. No different from this song, right? So revisiting your own, why not?
Why not?
And put your today's spin on it. Update some sounds, do whatever you want to do.
True,
You know what I mean?
Definitely.
Yes.
Make it a vibe more than it was before.
For real,
Yeah.
for
Yeah, I
real.
know,
I feel
know.
it's gonna be bad. It's gonna be wicked.
So who?
If I say so myself.
And you gotta because
Yeah.
tell me one song on the
Purpose.
minority. One song that I know already that's on it.
Should
I didn't
tell
know
him?
already. That didn't know already.
That I know already.
Love won't let us wait.
Featuring Peter G.
That's on it.
Peter G.
All right, so it bad then. So you can't say it bad then. We don't know say it.
Nah, let's
You can't. We will take one.
Two makes one.
Two makes one.
Keep
Give
it
me one.
moving.
See, I mean,
Keep
you-
it moving.
You open a rabbit hole. One more.
When
One
the
more.
enemy comes like a flood.
You're listening to Homegrown with G. Cole. He's got a heart of gold.
I'm just saying.
Give praise to the Most High.
Jano. Jano.
No more.
Don't you like when somebody whisper the mic's the line? I love it.
But I want to know all of my business.
I'm working on your behalf, my brother. I'm saying,
appreciate
I'm saying
it.
to her, just let him know the title of the song that's we're working on right now. But she said she,
No,
she
that
prefer
tell
she
you.
prefer to
No.
keep it.
Keep it on the rack?
Yeah,
Keep
you
it on
know,
the rack?
yeah.
Because we
Tough,
still
tough.
have some little decisions to make as to whether I'm going to use it as the name of the album or not.
Damn.
So,
I'm excited. I'm
so
excited.
I'm going to keep
Trust
that
me, G, tough.
silent.
So let me ask you this, Hopeton. There are, and this is no indictment or whatever, just drop that disclaimer. There are talented vocalists around, right? It's a soul flow, right?
True,
We got some talented vocalists out there,
A whole lot.
a whole lot, and you've worked with many of them,
True.
right? But there is a synergy. What made you say, first time, right? Never having worked with her before. What made you say, yes, I want to work with Novel-T?
No, well, technically I've worked with her before in terms of I've produced songs with her and Peter G. And I've produced songs with Novel-T. But what I admire with her, apart from the God-given talent that she has, her attitude. You know, when you work with an artist, and you say the artist will help you promote the thing, and you know what I mean?
Yeah, we got to
Because
talk about that too.
it's a totally different thing, you know, with Novel-T, you know.
Yeah.
Step to step, she's there with us promoting whatever we do. And I love that with an artist.
Jano.
Don't just leave the producer alone. Because me and you know it go.
People think it's just, the talent goes in front of the booth and that's it.
You see how my cheek I get red?
Jano. Blushing.
Yeah, blush.
But that's very, very, very important. It's funny, and I'm going to give you props where props is due. Because you got to give credit. Novel-T, I have conversations about you all the time, right?
What? No,
Not
what
just
do you
you.
mean it's a ring,
I'm
sir?
chat to you all the time, man. Chat all the time. And here's something that I feel I'm proud of and I appreciate with you as an artist. You promote your songs. You're on a show, whatever the nature of the show is. Trust me, it'll pick you up loud and clear.
I think me to pull out something and push it back in.
Oh,
Oh,
you hear something?
Me to
I
slide.
think it was it's the static.
Okay.
But I see folks a lot of times go on shows, right? Especially my ladies. They'll go on the shows, booked for a show. 30 minutes, 45 minutes. And you say, all right, something, a song average about 3 with live 5, right? So I got 6 songs. Sometimes them squeeze me, give me 7, 8. But yet still, you go on and you do 6 songs, 7 songs, sometimes 8 that don't belong to you, right? And when I say don't belong to you, I'm not talking about covers versus not covers, but your recorded material, right? Yeah. When you've got recorded material to go sing and to go promote, right? And if and when people do sing their material, they don't sing it with as much confidence as them sing another person's material. So for lack of a better word, you're going to go up on stage right about now. Me have my tune. I'm intimidated my tune, but when I sing Barris, I sing like a medium Barris. You know what I mean? And I've always noticed that you, when you do your things, regardless of what the event is, because events call for different things, you do novelty. Novelty's music is always represented in there.
Yeah.
And that is something that literally, I think almost every time I have conversations, your name come up, and that's something I have to say.
Well, thank you, man.
I dig.
Yeah. If there's even one song, I try to, put it in there, because you have to keep yourself present with the audience. Let them know who you are. If they never heard that this was your original, you tell them it's your original. You tell them a little about it and you sing it, because otherwise you're just a karaoke cabaret singer. They need to know you're a recording artist. They need to know you're a performer, you're an entertainer.
Right.
So and thank God for my song Tough Like a Diamond. That song has resonated with so many people that they kind of, if I go anywhere and sing it, people know it. There's somebody in the room who knows it, And when I'm singing it, I give it my all, because it came out of my soul.
Right.
And if I'm singing somebody else's song, I give it my all as well, So I try to make sure that I represent the song the way it's meant to be, and then some.
I love that.
Can I just say something here?
Absolutely.
Let me tell you how I met Novel-T. I went to a show, right, with my brethren, Anna Rebel and Michael Ruslan. I see this lady take the stage, and I rip up the place, man, and I said, whoa. And I was so impressed.
That was moments, right?
You were there.
Yeah, I remember that.
I've never met her before. I was so impressed. Never even know when I move. As what Barry said, just move, I don't know when you move. But I'm going to go to the stage, I'm going to go touch her with her fist. Her say, yeah, man.
Yeah.
That was such
So I said to a lady who was there, I said, you know this lady? She said, yeah. So I said, introduce her to me now. That's why I met her. I was so impressed.
Wow.
And then the phone rang.
And
the rest is history.
And the rest is history. But that's so it for go.
Yeah, man.
And that there's a presence that we need a lot of things, you know what I mean? It's not just the vocals, we need a lot of things, and I feel like you have a lot of those things.
Package.
The full package.
Oh, bless your heart.
But the confidence in what you do, I mean, you're a singer, you write it, you put your heart and soul in it. You never did it when Marcia write for her. Much love, the queen, love her, right? But the thing is, you weren't there when she was writing hers. You were there when you were writing yours, right? So that's why I love when people put them heart and soul into what they do, and guess what? SoFlo, you take a page out of your book, because a lot of times we sit there and complain, when I get this, when I get that, we ain't getting the love we want to get, but are we working for that love?
Right.
You know what I mean? Are we trying to earn that love there? John.
And you have to give love to, it can't always be only about you either. You have to support others, because like Hopeton said, if you put something out, I'm gonna push it. I'll share it. I these days I'm like running around, really busy. I can't get to do the social media. But if he even needs a picture, and him say, what can you do anything with this picture? We find a way to fix it and send it to a game. We work as a team. We got a little skills, so we can use to help the team,
right,
in terms of doing certain things.
Right.
And I will, I will push something, I will send it out, I will promote it. I'm not sitting back waiting on because of him produce a song. I have to pay money and promote it. I don't believe in that. I believe in the teamwork. And as he always says, and it's something I've been using for years too, is teamwork make the dream work.
Yep.
And so you just, I'm a team player, and I will do whatever it takes, even if it means I have to stay up to 3 o'clock in the morning.
Right.
Much to certain people's chagrin, because me keep up everybody in the house.
Where that drop?
And some people have it like seminar sleep, and all this thing, but yeah.
The vampire committee.
I know. And when you see me, you see the raccoon eyes that come out under their black and everything. But I do what I promise I will do. And that's how I do it.
She delivers.
That's very important. And I'm glad you mentioned that, Hopeton, because again, here's the thing. None of us are immune to the trials and tribulations of life, right?
Yeah, true.
There's nothing that we go through that's unique to us. We'd like to tell ourselves that, but there's nothing we go through that's unique to us, right? We go through it all in a different time in our lives, a different space in our lives, from a different vantage point. But I mean, my head's not hurting right now. Somebody's is, you know what I mean? And when my headache comes, theirs might not be there, but we all know what a headache is, right?
True.
It's the same thing, because a lot of people do that. A lot of people are in the spot that you are in, and I hear it every single day of artists not pushing their work. I've said to our producer, "Oh, I'll go on with such and such," and the producer just almost giving up. Like, man, the person not promote the tune, so why should I? You know what I mean?
Yeah, I didn't even
And at the end of the
notice.
day, you're a person behind the scenes that fit them face up on it, and fit them vocals up on it, and they won't do it.
You know, another thing is when you're not used to you don't have no big production company behind you. You don't have no deep pockets. Everything you've done, you've had to do it yourself, kind of thing. So you're kind of so used to doing the stuff that when you come with a producer now who is even willing to spend some money and produce, you not stop working and sit back and say, I'm running with him and doing whatever he needs me to do as well. You know.
Right.
And we work as a team. She will tell you, I'm not the sort of producer that said, this is how it go.
Right.
Exactly.
I will never ask her to do nothing that she's not comfortable with.
Exactly.
Right.
That
Even
is
coming
true.
here today,
Right.
you remember?
Yep.
Yeah.
And I gotta respect
you
that.
see how things go? We come through a storm, you know, could hardly see with the rain that was falling.
Right.
But we gave you our word.
Right.
Yeah.
And our word. is
And
what
I
we live by.
appreciate it. I appreciate it. And you're right, because we had the conversation in terms of like, okay, we don't know if we can do it or whatever, but we're trying to make sure we give it.
Yes.
And you guys did it and delivered
I appreciate it.
wickedly.
Yeah.
Thanks, my
Yeah,
brother.
man, I didn't want to disappoint because I got the option, you know, when he heard about what I was going through, he said, you don't have to sing,
Right.
you know, you don't have to. But we tried anyway, and we did it, and I'm sure everybody enjoyed it, you know.
Me take fear cool and fear. Hey, whatever you got, most artists, they'll take it. You know what I mean?
Well, that's what I like with him. He's never going to let me do anything
Yeah.
that I'm not comfortable with. Even going to certain places, because every pan knock me show up.
Right,
You know,
right,
kind of
right.
like, you know.
And
Yeah.
that's another thing too when it comes to your branding and the whole nine.
Exactly. You have to
be
protect your
careful.
branding.
You have to be careful.
Can't be
True,
too
true,
common,
true.
and it's not like you're common if you go out. But I have limited time, so I have to be choosy where I go, when I go.
True.
You know, so
I'm not
and he's not gonna force me to do anything. I'm not comfortable. Sometimes I just do it because I know he's gonna say, "Don't do it if you're not comfortable." You know, and he's
Yeah,
such
that's
a gentleman. He's such a gentleman. You know.
And the thing is this: very rarely does the person and the artist coincide. Oftentimes, the person you meet is not the artist, and the artist you meet is not the person.
But me about 5 persons.
You know, we say you schizo with it.
Yeah, man, me schizo. My husband can tell you.
Where's your 500 in there?
This novelty is not the novelty at all.
Hey,
The poor man, if I'm going to get one psychologist soon.
G,
But
she
yeah.
tough like a diamond.
But you gotta.
Tough like a diamond, man.
And I'm sure he appreciates that too, because trust me, when I tell you, you also need somebody who can iron sharp my iron. You know what I mean? Iron sharp my iron.
Yeah.
And as my virgin Rockwell said, she's not afraid of it.
She's not afraid of that.
You know, so
You
put
got-
her against any lineup.
And she did it.
Trust me.
And doing you,
Jesus.
the other thing I do notice is this, and I don't see that with you, Novelty, is being phased by the artists around you. Oftentimes, I see, because I think I saw you perform thrice, right? That was the first time
Okay.
that when you met Hopeton, right?
Okay.
And a lot of times, and it is what it is, we human beings, sometimes you're confident in that. I've seen artists confident in them thing, they're ready to go do it, but they're artist number 4, right? And artist number 1, kill it. 2, kill it. 3, kill it. You know what I mean? And no, you look on them and then them start, you can
Get
see
nervous.
them changing up their format and
Yeah.
not sounding how they used to sound. I have never heard you not sound like Novelty. I've never seen you move, and the move is, because you have some people, and when they get intimidated, then them a dirty wine and all that, I think, because they got to figure out
They
how
have
to catch this audience
to
right now.
act, right,
You know what I
right.
mean? So I've never seen you not be you, and I've never seen the people not appreciate you for being you.
Well, praise God for that, you know, because I'm not, I try not to, what you say now, just be, just follow everything. I retain my integrity the way I you know, I'm still a woman of God everywhere I go.
Right.
I don't care whether I'm in the church, whether I'm singing in a club, whatever I do is supposed to reflect who I am and what I believe in deeply. So I'm not going to compromise everything that I know myself to be just to fit in. So if me not feel like me go sing right, me just turn up the stiff on the stage and sing with me eyes shut. Me not go put on too much.
Right.
What I do just come naturally, but I'm not gonna like try wind up myself. If I'm doing a soca song, because I do everything,
Right.
I just kind of measure what, when, where.
Right.
And if I'm doing a dance song, yeah, I would dance and stuff, but my focus is mainly how is the vocals
Yeah,
gonna sound.
yeah.
I need to focus on it because you're a singer.
Yeah.
entertainment.
Come on, people never come see a
And
dance.
people come to hear your song.
Yeah.
Them not,
And-
them not
and
come to
Jay?
see your antics. You know what I mean? So you really have to be.
She's our biggest critique. That's what I love with her, because even when me say it sound right, she said, "No man, that little part there."
I heard
So
it.
me say, "All right."
I heard it
Me
today
say,
too.
"Do it now."
Yeah.
I say, "Go back in it." Yeah. I love that with an artist, you know.
Yeah.
Strive for the best.
You have to, because even though experience will prove that sometimes you'll strive for the best and come back for the first take,
That's
but
true.
it means that
That's why when I wipe off nothing.
That's why when I delete
you know,
nothing,
when it
right?
comes to mixing, we have choices, right? You know,
Yep,
about
yep,
a
yep.
producer.
You know,
Yeah,
you're
come back.
right. You're right. You know how much time.
First
We
take.
can't do that better, man. That's not so good. And
First take.
You go, and it's never the same as the first take. But you had to prove it to yourself, right?
But most people who say I'm good with the first take actually needed another couple.
Yeah.
So for the most time, when you somebody going to say, "Yeah, man, a one time thing," and you,
No,
eventually,
yeah.
but no, well, you
you know-
need a couple more takes.
Yeah, man.
But you know what happened with that too?
Mm-hmm.
When people, and it's not everybody, but some people, you can actually hear the disconnect between them and the song. You can hear that they don't have a relationship with the song.
Yeah.
You know, when people just run the studio and say, "Yeah, man, we just knocked that out not 3 minutes."
You can tell.
And yeah, and then you hear like them a read off of paper. Or for me, I might be one of the slowest persons to record, because I'm gonna have to develop a relationship with the song. You give me a song, and yeah, I might know the melody, but when I sing it the first time, it's to me never right,
Yeah.
because I don't have no relationship with the song. I don't really, like the song not really become me yet, and so I have to take some time with the song and feel it and learn it, and then become so familiar with it, in not just words and melody, but you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That relationship. And then when I sing it, you hear the emotion, you hear the, and I know that, okay, someone wants to sing it. Sometimes you sing something and it sounds country. It sounds like, you pronounce it like away. And then even my husband, who is my other producer, he'll be like, ain't nobody talk like that. Or you ever hear anybody say, certain, I'm sad true, nobody don't really pronounce things like that. And you have to go back, see, you have to have critiques. And,
need it.
Yeah, and so, you really have to know how you want to sing the song, not just sing the melody.
Yeah,
And that's how I work. So it might take 2, 3 weeks, 5 weeks, I don't care, as
But
long as it's right.
That's golden.
Yeah,
though.
we don't rush
Yeah.
it. We don't rush it.
That's
Big
golden.
up Perry. A very
Yes,
they're
putting in work
integral
over here.
part
Very
of the team. Yeah, man.
Put in
Howard
work over
Perry.
here.
Yeah.
Wife, I give her kind of
Big up
tune like
Howard
saying,
Perry.
wife, I give her kind of dirty eye. Be a little dumpling. Be a little dumpling.
But I have to give him props, because he's a hell of a vocal
There's a vocal coach over here.
coach.
Wow.
In terms of not just singing, but how you orate, articulate,
Yeah.
and how you sing certain melodies. He kind of put his spin on it. I said, no, sir, I know folk song I sing.
Musicians. Yeah,
You
they
know?
hear notes.
Yeah, 'cause
as
sometimes-
singers, we're not always hearing notes.
Sometimes I'm country, sometimes I sing folk songs.
Hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. As singers, we sing words, we sing feelings. Musicians hear notes. So
No,
sometimes folk might not always say, hey,
Yeah.
this and the musicians and
Exactly.
True.
bring it back home. Bring it back home.
Exactly.
It's you talk about the recording process,
Yeah.
right? And this is something that I always have to tell folks. I've had people say to me, Chico, you record quick. I don't record quick. I recorded it 10 times, 20 times in here first.
Before you,
You know what I'm saying? So
learn
the same
song.
thing is, I had to learn that song.
Yeah, practice
Even if
makes
I'm me
perfect.
write the song.
Right.
Because at some point in time, it's still just
But
lyrics.
that's the hardest, when you write the song.
Yeah.
Hear it before to kind of pattern the body.
Nope.
It's coming out of you.
It's coming out of you.
So you have to keep doing it till it feels like a record you would have buy. Yeah.
And it's three points to it. It's the song on the inside of you, the song in your head,
Exactly.
and what come out. And a lot of
Exactly.
times, what was inside and what's in your head when it come out,
Different.
It's not the
it's like
same.
that. Nah, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
We're gonna park that one there. Or revisit it.
Yeah.
For real.
You know,
It's
but
a
I
lot
think
of
that's still
work.
it. The fact that you take the time to do it, because people be spitting out stuff, and don't get me wrong, some people got the skills to just
Yeah. Mad skills.
connect
yeah.
with something immediately tomorrow.
Yeah, man.
Me, if I write the song today, I record it tomorrow, I will hear that I'm reading it.
Yes.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
I'm gonna hear that I'm reading it, and I'm gonna have to go back and say, all right, man, if I come back, I'm do this,
Right.
or that's when I'll take the long take.
Yes.
Close my eyes, I remember the words, I sing it and feel it. But if not, I hear that I'm actually reading it. And I love when artists, musicians, producers, whomever, care enough to do stuff like that. Because some people just go through the motions and feel like, so because they're my artists and that a microphone and that their
Right.
rhythm is going to come together.
And somebody send me the words, so I'm just gonna sing it.
Let's
And if
go
it's
sing
not
it.
right for you, not going to do anything for your voice. Sometimes this song is not good for your voice. Not that you can't sing it, or it's not a good song, but it's not good for your sound or your. It doesn't matter if you can sing the range. It's where do you sound best and prettiest as an artist. You have to make sure that you sound your best at this range. And nobody, oh yeah, man, you can sing high. That's not it.
Ain't your thing.
That's not it. It's not about singing high. It's does it make you sound really, really good?
At that,
You know, and that's
another thing that people aren't too conscious of, and I mean, to me, it's very important. 50 takes is no different from Hollywood. You know, 50 takes,
There
you
you
can do
go.
whatever, you know.
There you go.
But can you do that on stage?
yeah.
If you can deliver that comfortably on stage, I implore you not to record it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Well, perfect
It's a
example.
stretch.
All right. This evening we come here and we perform this song live.
Right.
We've never performed it before live. You know.
Never.
Actually,
Or
even
together.
the production.
Not even at a studio.
Even the
Not even
production,
together.
yeah. She did her part at her studio. I did
Wow.
my part at my studio.
Wow.
And then with overdubs and mix and mastering at Willie Lindo's studio, every beat.
Right.
That's it.
So it's the first.
If
we're
you didn't
doing
tell me that, I
song
wouldn't
together.
know. If
But
you didn't tell me that, I
she's-
would have assumed you were both in the
She's a
booth.
professional, so
Yeah.
I had no doubt that it would come off.
Both of y'all.
And even although she's telling us she'll go through a little throat thing, still,
You can't.
she still deliver.
If it's like the pimp, it's
Sound
the
good.
woman and the pimple.
You know.
You know what I mean? She look in the mirror and she see the pimple. But if she don't tell nobody no know.
Nobody know. Yeah.
Jano. You write a lot of songs, Hopeton.
Yeah.
And ladies and gentlemen, I've had Novel-T in the studio before. I've had Hopeton. That's the reason why we're not going on the bio back roads, because we've already done that, right?
True.
So you can always go on YouTube or go on Facebook and just look at Homegrown with G Cole Novel-T. You'll see it. Go on the podcast Homegrown with G Cole, Hopeton Lindo. You'll be able to hear it. Songwriter, right? Something Novel-T just said, which is quite important. A lot of people have penmanship. You know what I mean? Wordsmith, they're good with their pens, right?
Yeah.
That doesn't make them a songwriter. Because a lot of times what I realize is this. G. Cole come and say, Hopeton, need to pen a song for me,
Yeah.
right? And instead of you writing a G. Cole song, you're writing a Hopeton Lindo song. And I get G. Cole for singing, right?
Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit as a songwriter. How do you connect with somebody that you're writing a song for?
Well, I've written for a lot of people, as you know. Gregory, Dennis, Freddie, Cocotti, Sanchez, a lot of them. JC Latch, Fiona. So what I try to do, if you approach me and say you want me to write a song for you, first thing I say, send me a song that you sing so I know where you're at.
So vocally, you know when I'm there.
Vocally where you're at so I know how to relate to what I think is best for you.
Mad.
If it's something for you, I want to stay in your lane or I want to lift you up.
Yeah.
My thing is always to lift up
Right.
from what I'm hearing. But I love to hear the artist first, you know.
And you know, that to me makes perfect
Then I
sense.
see your range and everything, you know what I mean?
Where can you
with it.
go?
So I know if I'm right a bridge, you can climb the bridge.
Right. And in that way, if you know they can't climb the bridge, you still give them a dope song,
Yeah.
but you didn't send them down a road that they weren't
Exactly.
capable of going.
Exactly.
And you hear those songs. Enough time you hear a song, and that's what come to mind. And it's like, I don't think the producer knew you. Yeah, I don't think the songwriter knew you, right?
Yeah,
And you still try to sing it, and you hear them go. And I'm talking about big R&B artists too. You know what I mean? Where you can tell, say,
It's true.
them are reach or something.
Stretch, yeah.
Yeah.
And then there's this thing called pushing people. Like it's about, I'm gonna push you and get the best out of you, but something I push a man off of the cliff.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
then
yes,
and
exactly.
lose them voice too.
Exactly.
You know how much of them end up with nodes.
Nothing.
The what you call it? The vocal nodes on your
Kind of
vocal cords.
laryngitis and all kind of rare.
Yeah.
I dig that. And I remember one time when I started getting into songwriting, somebody heard my stuff. I was like 21, 22. I liked what I was doing. I wanted me to write a song for them. And I was so excited that somebody wanted me to write for them that I just started writing a song, right?
Yeah.
And I wrote a song and gave it to the person.
Yeah.
They did not connect with it. They didn't do nothing. Needless to say, the person did not record the song, right? That was my first lesson, right? And the lesson, I didn't grab the lesson right there.
Yeah.
But later on I realized that, okay, the reason why I never heard back about this is because they never connected with the song. And I never tried to make a connection. I just wrote a song with me what I sing. And I said, here you go. You know what I mean?
Right.
So, ladies and gentlemen, there's There are methods to the madness.
Yeah, and a formula.
And our formula to this thing. It's not just I got a pen and a paper. I'm gonna do
I'm
this.
somewhat jealous listening to you guys just talking about writing songs.
But she's a good
doesn't-
writer too, you know.
It doesn't come that
But you are a
easily
good
to
writer
me.
too.
You know,
Yeah?
I don't just wake up and my pen just start move. You know, like miracle, like all you guys. Him wake up and him pen just
That's all
start.
right.
So let's come
But,
back that
but the ones I do write, you know, I connect to it. But it's not like I just hear, you know.
Right.
And maybe because I don't sit down enough to do it, because I kind of have a real busy life right now.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if I sit down, I have to think about my songs.
To write them.
One or two of them might come, you know, in a way like quick, and I'll, you know, like one of my very first songs, Boom Boom, I kind of like wrote that in the car, driving on the highway one day. But, you know, well, of course you have to massage it afterwards. But most of them I think about it, and it's something I'm feeling about at the time. And then I start to write the words, and then the melody might come later. I don't just get up with a tune like, woo, and jump it. Yeah, it hasn't been that way, but miracles can happen still. I wait but the few I write,
People do it differently.
All right.
They're different because you have some people who don't write the words. There's a melody first, or record a melody and then put words to it. It's different ways. And I think you might be a greater songwriter than you might even think, but it's probably like you said, you don't slow down to do it. Because for me, I have times where I'm just not in creative mode. Sometimes corporate's got the best of me, Babylon, the government got the best of me, and you know what I mean. And I'm tied up there, and somebody's like, "Yo, you write a song 100% on the rhythm. You write a song yet?" I literally had to say to somebody one time, "If I write a song today, right, it's gonna come out talking about a whole bunch of the government stuff, right? And that's not what you want us to be singing about. So let's wait until
We have to go do background work.
you know."
Yeah, listen, I said, Juliana asked you a question
Ask who?
on your thing.
Me?
Yeah,
can't
she
even
said, why would an artist with original music not perform any of their original music in a set?
Good question.
Next time you go to the show, ask them to my girl, cause me see them just like how you see them.
Julie,
Jolie, call name. Call. Nah, joke, my man. But
I kind of think I know where she's coming from. Sometimes it depends on the type of gig and the audience that you have,
yes,
you know?
the audience.
Because cover songs is familiarity and you have people sing along, you know? But
Throw one of
I see the point that she's
throw
making,
one of your songs.
you know?
show your thing in it.
Yeah.
Because, all right, put it this way. There's a lot of venues that my band and I never used to visit, right? And the reason for that pretty much is we were a band that did original music. Now, don't get me wrong. We did covers too. We didn't do the atypical covers, right? You might hear one Gregory night. I'm a D Brown fan, so you get one D Brown, you get a one Maxi. But for the most part, you might get the stuff that's current. I get some Serrani, you know what I mean, some Egyptian, some whatever to get the party going. But I'm not gonna be on any stage and I give you an hour 45 minutes and a one original night. Nah, because here's what happens. So once the people start dancing and move, a lot of times they can't separate the cover from the original. You got to treat it like radio. On radio, they have drop times. The rule of radio pretty much is you can't play two unfamiliar songs back to back, right? Because you'll lose your audience.
Yes.
And that's how I would treat it in my live show too. But
put it in
me have my song them. I'm a big Bears fan, but I remember one time doing a gig at Negril on the Green, right? And we were up there and somebody came, yo, I love the thing, yo, no tune and body. And he's like, one thing. I wish you would have sung a couple more covers. And I appreciated the love. I don't know why, but I said to the man, I said, I much respect, give thanks, but I tell you the truth, brother. These are verbatim. I ain't never heard Barris sing a G Cole yet. So right now,
there you go.
you know what I'm saying? I'm gonna give you the G Cole songs, right? I need to make you familiar with mine. You're already familiar with that. I want the DJ come on, guess what I'm gonna play? You know, it's interesting, but it's true, and it's like you're in a catch-22 situation sometimes, because you want them to warm to you, to, you know, familiarity. They like to hear what they're familiar with, and then them listeners say, yeah, man, she can't sing, because it's something they hear when they're hearing an original that they're not used to.
right away they're not even paying attention to how well you're singing. It's just like, oh, what kind of unfamiliar song that and da 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 da. So yeah, you have to kind of throw some of the familiar.
There's
things in
ways.
it. You start with one and you met them here so you can sing or whatever, and then you kind of bring in your originals, even if it's even one. Sometimes I only do one, depending on the gig. But it can be rough because they're sitting in the audience and they don't know you and don't know any of your songs, and then them just feel like they're bored no matter how the songs are good, and you feel like you've lost the audience, you know.
But let me ask you this. How many times have you done a show, right, where you felt that way? And when you were done with the show, somebody came to you and said, that song there was amazing, and you are drawing, because this has happened to me, you're drawing on all the familiar songs you did, right? Somebody come and say, yo, that song that you sung, I remember the name of the song that was ill. Happened to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, which song? Should I? D-Bro? Nah.
The original.
Night Nurse? Nah. I'm singing that one. And I'm upon Sail Away? I say, yeah.
Yeah, I do get that.
But for the duration of the time, you thought that song just skated under the rug. And it was the other stuff that.
Yes.
So sometimes, we are in our head. So that little thing that we think that the people are out there saying, what kind of unfamiliar song that them are sing?
Yeah.
The reason why them can't jump up to it is because
They
they're
were here
not
for the
familiar.
first time.
Them are listen to it.
Yes, true. Oh, that's a good point.
I sat there and watched a lot of time people are tuning to the song them, right? And that's just what it is.
You know something? Let me talk Bible now. The Bible says, "Do not be afraid of their faces," and it's true. Especially Jamaican audience, them tough to read. They will be enjoying the song and them really think it ought to even show you a smile.
Yep.
Them just kind of fold them on and just look at you. So, and I've learned now that you cannot, like you say, you can't read the faces or the body language and feel like you're not doing a good job. You have to really just believe that what you're singing sounds darn good, because you know how I prove it? In the end, I'm working hard and I'm sweating. I'm like, oh, Jesus Christ, them people, they now move them too. And I'm like, I'm singing in the back of my mind is turmoil, right? I'm like, oh, Jesus, Father God, I want to take me off of the stage, yeah. Right? Wait, now, me done now. Gig done. Nobody not even puke on me, you know. Gig done. Hey, everybody, I fly up to my table. My God, you sound so good. Me said, I want to do that with me, I sing. You know, so you can't, you really can't read the faces. Don't be afraid of the faces. Know that you yeah, sing good. All you have to do is sing good. Even if you don't know it. And then
our culture, we're not the stars, you know. Our culture, then we love what you're doing.
We don't like praise.
No, they're not getting no love. What they will do is this. Because I've had people do this. Sometimes I say to themselves, I'm afraid of people, because I'm going to come, I can want to whisper in their ears and behind the scene. And
You're so
G.
good.
Yo, you sound good. And thing bad.
It's like
so
you're soft man. If you make it, if you show them say I enjoy it, you're soft man. Yeah, you're tough. You're rough.
People are
Jamaicans are rough. Yeah, man.
I don't get it. I don't get it. But I love having this convo, because I think that people need to. I think half the thing is just not believing,
believe in yourself.
And the cheat code too. A lot of times, people singing the cover is a cheat. You can do it and fine, but when somebody get uncomfortable or you feel saying I get it, it's a cheat. I'm gonna go for the song, and because at that point in time, it's not your delivery of the song that people are in love with. It's just the fact that they're hearing a familiar song, right? You could be butchering the hell out of D-Brown.
Sing rubbish as long as they like the rhythm.
Them like it, them into it. But I dig that convo, because I think that our artists need to do that, because at the end of the day, if you don't, then you're kind of relegated to the little spot that you are in. People, I don't think people are booking. Every town's got a cover band, so people are not going to book you to come to their town to come sing with them cover band. I sing.
Nobody not book.
They not doing
it. Nobody not book that
unless a special that little event. But you ain't going to tour with that. You're not going to go city to city. And the other thing about it too is this: what you gonna sell?
Yeah, you gotta
that's
sell
the other thing.
What
you gonna sell?
Exactly.
You can't sing a bag of covers and then I try to sell them on a CD with your music on it. Because him don't know what up on the CD.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? But
this conversation could go on.
I digress.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
Yes.
But and guess what? We can say everybody's different. I'll say that everyone is different. So we can probably confidently and comfortably say whatever we want to say. So people have them reasons why they do what they do.
Right.
I just don't think it's healthy.
Yeah.
And I feel like if you do that, then you can't complain. Say.
Yeah.
you know, get the reach and the traction we want.
But what I love with our team is that, as you said, teamwork with the dream work. That's our mantra. What we do is we listen to each other.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, I might have a song that I get mixed, right? But I have like 3 engineers as a part of our team. So we have choices. And it depends on the type of song. We choose who we're going to get mixed certain songs.
Right.
But also, if me as a producer send a song to Novel-T and she say, what about the song so? She know I am open to listen.
Yeah.
And I will revisit it and see if that is what I'm hearing too, you know?
Right. You're not above that.
No.
And many are.
Teamwork, yeah.
Many are. As I'm saying, Hopeton, you know, don't trust me. What you do and how you roll, how you operate, it's commendable, but in an armor. I kid you not, in an armor. You have right about now artists, management, producers, ego bigger than
But
artists.
let me tell you something, right? Just to put something on your program now. There was a well-known producer, you know, right? Who said, "You must stop trying to sing and just write song for people." Now you ask me, you think I can sing?
But you know, just the tune. That's
the nature of
We're not even gonna go
the
there with
industry
these
that we are in.
producers. Yeah.
You understand? You see, if they can't control you, they're trying to stop you.
And
That's
then
why I
one
say
way
it's
to say,
important that you
where
live
am I
live your life with purpose and believe in
Exactly.
yourself and trust God.
And guess another thing too. Maybe it's just not their cup of tea, you know. Because we all have preferences, right?
You know what? Some of them just limited.
No.
I listen to a whole
some of
variety
them
of
is
things.
ulterior motive.
Oh, that exists.
Yeah.
I didn't realize
They
that
can't
was real
control
until
you.
I got in this position.
Yeah. Okay.
Because I used to hear people talk all about, you know, what people say. Everything about mine.
Yeah, right.
You still some people say, what am bad man here for? What is it? What is it? But I found out it was real. Let's just put it,
It's
let's
real.
just put it that
Trust
way.
me.
It's
Trust me.
real.
It's
I
real.
thought people were overreacting,
Yeah,
but it is
yeah.
real.
And you know what? Them don't even know it's bad mind them doing. It's just something that just
No,
comes so
No,
natural
but-
to them to just put other
But
people down.
what it do to people like us? It give us more energy.
There you go.
Yeah. Fuel.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah.
a Coco said the other day when she win.
Yes.
You know?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yep.
Them put gas on our
Thanks.
fire and think of water them must do for cooling
Yeah,
out.
yeah.
No,
Yes,
we love
yes.
when them come like that, cause we have to prove them wrong.
And you know, we
With
don't
the
have to
help of
walk
the
around
Almighty.
and talk about all the haters either.
You know?
You know,
It's-
we not forget on
No.
social media and talk about all the haters. And we
Yeah,
went
we
through
keep it
that.
to ourselves,
You
but
know,
we know we do sometimes.
we
You
know
know?
we
Yeah,
do.
yeah.
You know?
And here's the thing, though. No disrespect, but this is how I look at it. Again, let me clarify something. The views of G. Cole does not represent those of Novel-T and Hopeton Lindo, so don't hold him to my thing, all right? So, but here's my rationale, right? So you've got a nice catalog, right?
Yeah.
You got a nice catalog.
Yes.
You will have haters because there is something to hate on, right? Jeff, if you ain't got no catalog and you're coming to me at times of people hating on you, then it might be a figment of your imagination, right?
Basically, I said, G,
Yeah.
if you don't have haters, you know, go on.
You're not going with
No,
nothing.
we not.
Yeah.
But you gotta give them something to hate.
But exactly.
You know what I mean?
So, yeah, paid on the mind.
Yeah, if I want to have key
Just-
tune and I thought one of my hate you now, it just sounds good.
So I'm just sharing this to other artists who are listening.
Don't-
Aspiring
Yeah.
artists.
Don't
feel
get downtrodden
away
by
when
it.
a man tell you say, no, brother, keep believing in yourself,
Yeah,
keep
yeah.
working on your craft. Practice, become
There you
perfect.
go. Working on
Right?
the craft.
And I like
when
I like
God
that.
say your time,
Your
not
time.
even bad man can stop it.
Not even.
I love that.
You
I
know
love
what's
that.
pivotal though? You said something. Working on your craft.
Yeah.
And I always talk about this. I don't know if you remember, even the last time I talk about this. You can't just say you're a singer and you just sing and you're done. And your guitar playing and aspire to learn something more, to do something better, see if you can open up another aspect of your gift, And I encourage singers all the time. Don't just believe, because I was singing from I come out of the womb, my mother said, almost. I never go learn how to do this and that. And I was singing professionally before and one day I stopped and said, wait, then if I'm doing this and I didn't learn, what if I went and got some
Wow.
learning
Real training.
to go with that? And so I went a few years ago and just started seeing a vocal coach because I knew that as good as you might be able to sing, there's things there were things that were locked up that needed opening up.
And you didn't know how to.
skills that I didn't
Yeah.
know I didn't have it.
Yeah.
So, for example, like when you're sick or when you're hoarse and you can't sing, you still can't sing. even if with difficulty, because you have certain things
Techniques,
you can employ.
yeah.
Right? So it's work on your craft. Don't just think you arrive because you're a singer and you have a good voice.
Right.
There's always something more to learn, to unlock, and that can just open up your range or open up the way you do, even just the way you perform or your own confidence to say you know it.
And
you know?
especially for our genre, because I it's something I gripe about all the time. I feel like we don't give the due diligence, respect, the honor, the effort to our genre, but we complain that it doesn't get treated like all the others, right? So in other words, most good reggae songs that you hear, even from your favorite legends, right, is not necessarily the greatest vocalist. It's just a dope song, right? I always say the vocalists that we regard as great, and you take out the D Browns out there because they're not gonna greater than that.
Yeah,
Right? Just the people we regard as great in another genre would be average. You know what I mean?
True.
Because we rely on swag and just the rhythm and the message and the whole nine, right? And how often do you hear a singer in our community, or a reggae singer, not to put you in a box, will say, I went and got a vocal coach. But most of the R&B singers will tell you they did.
Yes.
Most of the gospel singers will tell you they did. Even the country singers will tell you they
we
did.
need to put more importance on our music and the quality of our music and how we sound. It's not just about the rhythm. A lot of times we're so in love with songs because of the rhythm that it's on that we even forget what the song is even saying or who's singing the song. And at the end of the day, we get so comfortable because everybody like our songs. We get so comfortable with where we're at that we don't think we can improve in any way. And that is where we're dying, our music.
Always room for
because
improvement.
everybody else is always improving their music and their sound and doing, that's why they're there where they are. How can our music rise to that level?
We need to put more into it. We
Exactly.
expecting the kernels to pop without the heat. You know what I mean?
True.
It'll always be corn. It ain't gonna be popcorn. Ladies and gentlemen, it's Novel-T and it is Hopeton Lindo. I want to give some props to producers, right? As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give some props to albums, right? We listen to many classic works, right? Some nice, we favorite artists, and we know their catalog, right? And we regard them, we herald them as the greatest. But if you look at the catalogs, a lot of times it's 30 albums with 2 dope songs on each album, right? So when you see your peers nowadays come up with an album, that's quality and give you 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 songs to listen to. You know what I mean? The songs are just as good in it, it's just that you're not familiar with them, right? Most of the legends didn't have that. And I purposely went through the other day some of my favorite artists outside of again a D Brown. I'm gonna say Dennis Brown was and Bob Marley are probably 2 of the only artists over time that will give you 12 tracks and the 12 of them solid. Most others is 2 or 3.
Right.
But a 30-year career allows you to amass 60, 70 of them, right? So now you just look on the catalog and all these compilations and you think that, wow. So now when you see new artists or the artists of today putting out them kind of works, we don't give it as much respect because we come with our preconceived expectations. Talk to me as our producer.
Well, thank God we still have the chairman of the board, Barry Salmon, with us, putting out and setting an example for all of us to follow.
See that?
My big brother. Yeah, man.
Yes.
Sir Barris.
Yes,
Yes.
And I always wonder about the zeal if it changes. I said that again. I'm a broken record when it comes to this. I said this to Barris, and I don't think he received it the way I meant it when I told him. Right? Barris dropped an album right before COVID, or a year before COVID, called Never Ending. Right? And I told Barris that was his best album ever. Right? I don't think he took it so I had to explain. The other albums that he had hits on them, right? But they weren't as stacked as Never Ending was from track 1 to track 14. The formula has changed and the recipe for creating a hit has changed. But if this album came out 20 years ago when your other hits came out, you would have had 14 solid hits on this one. And why I had to commend him is you are at that stage of your career that you don't need to do that. You can be average things from this point on because your catalog is big enough. But he's still putting in all of that effort. Same thing with you.
Well,
You can cruise now.
That's why I said me and Barris move. We are basically the same mindset when
Right.
it come to production.
Yeah.
We believe in the best is yet to come.
No matter what you've already accomplished.
So if you think you hear anything, you have to wait now.
Jano. Jano.
That's the approach we take, you know.
Jano.
Burris and I will be in studio. Burris work. He will come to the studio. And him no write songs on paper. Me write on paper. We'll take two different approach
Right.
to arrive at a similar destination. He will come and the melody is what come first. You know?
Yeah.
But to be with him close and working with him like in a studio setting,
Yeah.
it's amazing. It reminds me when I was working with Dennis Brown in the days, you know.
Wow.
And
Legend.
and Gregory.
Yeah.
You know. Them kind of vibe there, you know what I mean?
Right.
So,
Right.
As you say, when it comes to an album, back in the day, sometimes people that say this is the album track.
Yeah.
My approach,
Yes.
as Novel-T will tell you,
What's that?
every song is a single.
12, 14
That's
singles
how
on
we
here.
approach our albums.
Yeah.
You don't
So you
just
wait
throw
till
it
you hear
on there.
Purpose and wait till you hear and I'll tell you the title of
Don't
it.
tell it, no,
Cool,
but for
no,
real,
man.
We approach every song
yeah.
as a single. That's how we
Yeah,
approach
you don't
it.
just throw something on it.
We're not short of material.
Right.
So we don't have none for the show against the wall.
Yeah, nothing. I see what sticks. Everything
and,
is.
And if
yeah.
it's not good enough, why put it on there? Why just say, oh, this is a filler? Just take the album filler. Why? Every song you put on there, you should be proud
Confident
to put
of
on
it.
there. You know?
Approach it like a single.
Yeah.
And
every
guess
song.
what? And sometimes, because I have material that don't make the album, right? I loved it when I heard it till I made a better one. You know what I mean? And then this one not really up to the caliber of it. That's okay too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, and guess what? Sometimes, like you said, we revisit
Can
it
revamp it.
Exactly.
10 years later
Yes, absolutely.
and drop it.
True.
Right? I got songs coming out on this album, 2 songs coming out on this album that came out before my first album came out. I mean, that they were written before the first album was written. Right?
Yeah.
And now it's all coming together. We're piecing it together. The instrumentation is new, everything, but you wouldn't know.
There you go.
You know what I mean?
There you go.
You
I have
would know.
songs I've written from like 1994 that I haven't even looked at.
Right.
I don't even know where they're there, to be honest.
But you remember them?
Not quite. I have to go look for them. Well, I've written stuff, you know, and I used to write poems, and because I didn't think I was a songwriter, but I would hear poems and I'd write dub poetry or whatever, you know. And then I would say, well, one of these days we turn it into a song, because I didn't think I could write songs, you know. You understand? Because I didn't
Right.
hear the songs, I just heard the words, because I'm kind of like a word person.
Right.
An orator, and it will have too much word to put in a song.
Yeah, I've been told
But
that.
you know, right? And you don't know which words to cut out because you have all these words.
I need to get to the point, and I need to say these 10
And
words.
I haven't even put out any of those songs that I've written from 90, whatever,
Hold on.
91, 90,
90
92,
how long,
94, 90, how long?
Revisit them.
You know? Yeah.
Revisit them. How much time do you have? Like, you put out 3 songs now, and the verses from each song came from like we had one song that had 3 verses, and no, it's split up, and
It's split up
a
on
verse
the
gone,
verses.
this, a verse gone, this. So
Yeah, it happens. Yeah.
yeah.
Like Tough Like a Diamond. I had probably about 5 pages of that song. And I had to just
Condense it.
So that song still have words that I could use to make another song.
Tough like a diamond too.
Tough Like a Diamond.
I dig it. I love what you all do, man, and I feel like we need this kind of energy floating around in the air, because
Yeah.
I went on a rant the other day too, because there was some negativity coming the way. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I used you, and I have been using you too,
Yeah.
as an example. I'll tell you why. I got some folks that sent me some music, and I got a lot of music. You know, that's tons of music are coming, so I can't get to it all. So by the time me say, all right, I'm gonna play this song right now because I heard it and I love it, it might have been in my inbox for 3 weeks, right? But I'm gonna get to it.
True.
As long as you write that song that in 3 weeks and I'll go,
Fade away.
you know what I'm saying? Now but then sometimes you hear something and it just hits you right away, and you have to, right? So then you have people be like, well, how come you play that and me to send you my thing from long time or
You
whatever?
mean line?
You mean John know that the people
In line long time.
I have to use you guys as an example. When you sent me the song first,
Yeah.
I probably didn't play. By the time I dropped that Homegrown with Go Top 10 Must Pre Songs of the Week, and your song was on it, right? It was about 3.5 weeks after the song came out. You know what I'm saying? Because I just
And can I
got
just
to
say
it.
something in this interview? You know who called me about that song there?
Who?
And said, G Code, me just call G Code, you know. My bona fide brother,
Oh,
Freddie
Freddie.
McGregor. Freddie said, Whoopi, that song is my favorite song.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He called me.
I'm going to say to Freddie, hold on, don't go away. When I tell Novel-T that took, I mean, you talk every day.
Yeah.
I'm going to hook up Novel-T.
Yeah, me tell you, man, him carry on.
Yeah, man. 3
Freddie
days.
loved that song
good.
there.
I
Freddie
felt
loved
good.
that song there.
I felt good when he put the phone.
So
and
that's
I
what we
started.
need to, you know. Artists
Encouragement
to
from
encourage
each
other
Support and
Iron
artists.
shot, my hand.
Support
Yes.
each other. Unity is strength. We are one family. You know what I
Freddie
mean?
called when I was on ear playing the song because he was watching live, right? I'm gonna say, yeah, give thanks, man. Come on, come off. And he said, the minute me come off on the radio, the man called me back again.
Yeah,
Wow,
And I
he
say,
liked that. He
him
really
love
loved
the
that
song.
yeah, man.
Yeah.
And I said, Freddie, I don't know if you can love it more than me, because me love it. Love it.
I'm supposed to watch for you know, so big up the captain.
Large of the big ship captain.
Big up the
Oh,
big
man.
ship captain. And Freddie said, nothing can stop this. You hear me, Novel-T?
It's properly done.
Yeah, I was really, really, you know.
There's dynamics
Just
at play when it comes to songs.
Yeah.
There's dope production. There's dope vocals. You know what I mean? And sometimes you get a song with dope production, decent vocals. You get some song with some dope vocals, decent production, and then you just get some song that ain't got either of those, but it's just a bad record. You know what I mean? We got a lot of songs, especially reggae songs, that production wise, if it was a scale, it would have light. You know what I mean? But it's still one of the biggest tunes, just bad.
Yeah,
This song's got all the dynamics pointing in the right direction. You know what I mean?
Real.
The vocal,
Praise,
them
man.
proper. This one, when we say in the pocket, it's like a day pocket and it's just in there. Money can't chop out. You know what I mean?
I hear you. I hear you, bro.
It have it. Vocals, the
We're
production, bro.
We're looking forward to perform this on a show.
Man.
Tell you.
But hey, you got the privilege of seeing us first.
They can't tell
telling
me
you.
nothing. You know what I
Are you
mean?
in your way,
Man, you better run go cash that check.
Oh, I'm a Western Union. I'm on my way. You know what I mean? But
Yeah, man, great stuff, man.
and I have the luxury of watching the feedback from the
Yeah.
folks. It's one thing, radio is one thing, social media is one thing, but the luxury of being able to play the record and see the feedback,
Okay.
right? I see it on here. Every time I play it on social media, the vibes is what it
Yeah.
is. And then I go to radio,
Give thanks.
and the vibes is even crazier.
Give thanks,
Well,
man.
we know, you know, we are nothing without our supporters, you know.
They support.
Yeah, and they support.
They support.
Genuinely support.
They do.
Yeah, man.
I am
You know?
I am
Yeah, man.
living proof.
Yeah.
And I am just always in awe and
Right.
just always thankful, always grateful, always feeling blessed, because you just feel like you come out of nowhere and all of a sudden people kind of just
They know your
know
name.
you, right?
Yeah, man.
And it feels kind of surreal.
For a good reason.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you know. And I let me walk on the road in a certain kind of clothes. And I say, wait! Yeah, man!
Oh, man.
Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Sometimes me have Hopeton on the floor, you know, laughing. And my husband, him laugh till him. They don't. People don't know that side of me.
They don't.
Laugh till them,
They
till
don't.
them ball, man.
Trust me, man.
They don't.
Should make you laugh till you ball. Not crying, no, ball.
But that's the energy we need. And guess what? I'll tell you that.
Positive, man.
I hear that in the record too, because
Yeah.
again, it's warm. It feels like two people know them one another singing song.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? It's you can't tell us, boy. Like I said, if you didn't tell me, you could have lied and told me you were in the studio on one microphone and I believed you. You could have said, oh, it was one mic, she was on that side, I was on this side, and we were looking in each other's eyes, and the candles were lit, and the ambiance was right. I'd be like,
It's
yo.
love.
I'd be like,
It's
yo.
love.
You know what I mean? It's that
Yeah, man.
properly done.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
That's what I tell you about taking the time to get that the relationship with the song, because it's a whole heap of time I take with the song, you know.
Yeah.
Because it goes some places where you think that you wouldn't be comfortable going with it, and then you say, let me do it this way and let me do it that way, and then it just start coming together, and it just work, and then you get the feeling out of it, and you get what he's trying to do, and then you just put it together, and it just work. And I have a really, really good vocal engineer too. You record me, and we can't do no foolishness.
And I said, no pressure.
No pressure.
Pressure.
When you sleep with the engineer,
But it's a 3 o'clock in the morning. Engineer up on the pillow. I look dead in your face. I tell you, you missed the note.
Howard Perry in the building.
Oh, and Perry, big up
Yeah, man.
yourself. Yeah.
Listen, that's fire though, when you can't have that, because sometimes people can't tell you. Or they feel like they can't.
Yeah, true.
And the truth is, sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow too, because you thought you nailed it.
Let me tell you about. Do you want
Yeah,
to about the
I done
tears?
give you my
want
best.
about the tears?
3 o'clock in the morning, I look dead in the face. I say,
Oh, you mean me not sing that right?
But I'll say this though, and this is a testament to what you just said about practicing your craft and bettering your craft and all them things, right? And you said those places where the song takes you, that's effort, right?
True.
And that's why people need to come out and see these shows and pay on the money and come out and watch the shows. And because as I sat here and watched you do it, you couldn't convince me that it took effort. It looked effortless. The tone when I sing the song, it looked like when I probably up on the phone I do all some things while I sing it. Don't know. You know what I mean? I do your thing. It looks that effortless. But of course, like you said, that's practice.
Natural, yeah.
That's the natural gift,
Yeah.
along with nurturing that natural gift and training that natural gift. Man, ladies and gentlemen, Novel-T. Ladies and gentlemen, Hopeton Lindo. When we say the song bad, this song
Drop it.
bad. But no, I'm milking this for what's worth. I gotta get more out of this one. You know what I mean? No, you have album a come, right? Stage, is there anything, you know what I mean, in preparations to do a nice little performance, bring it out the way, because I'm not telling no lie. You see the type of music we want to do, to me, is sit back in the venue with a glass of wine, seated.
Sure.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, we have some plans.
Seated.
You know, we don't want to give away everything right
Cool,
as yet.
man.
You know what I mean? But there's some good things to look forward to, you know?
And yes, so when is your album coming? In a week?
29th of September,
29th
next
of
Friday.
September. Are
You here?
when years I come?
Now I'm the date yet. But it's before the end of the year. I'm saying it's going to be dropping before the next 2 months or less. You know, just tidying up some things. And you know, listen, I'm a team player. My producer have his album out there. I need him to get him some breathing space. Cause when I come, it's like a boot him out of the market. You know?
Cool, now, man. Well, guess what? Let's talk about that.
One family.
One family. But I want, like I said to, I think I said it to Howard Perry, and I said to him, I said, you drop in yours, and you just drop your songs, and I'm on your album too, so get some space to breathe. You know, before, because then he's gonna help me promote mine too. So you know,
well, it's big enough, you know, for both of us together. And I mean, Novel-T and I, good thing we have some good understanding and supportive partners, because me and I read up on the phone at 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, you know, when the world is asleep. You know. So we are work music. You know.
I talk about one blows and skirt tune.
You understand?
One tune.
So music is like that, you know.
Well, guess what? Oh, Perry used to it because him up 3 o'clock after I say a note.
Yeah, I know.
Babe.
And then, I'm so upset after we leave studio. I'll 3 o'clock in the morning. I have to draw for the chamomile tea and all that. Calm down. Calm down, myself. Take a sleeping pill, yeah, man.
Yeah, no. People don't realize how much emotional.
Yeah, it's very emotional.
Festation going on them. So, I know if you put an
and I can say I've never ever have to call Perry to complain.
Yeah.
That's the sort of artist she is. So what I'm behind the scenes, me don't know about that. But right, Perry, me never complain to Perry.
Man, you can't be doing for me. Boy, I'm tell you, so the meal come, the meal come.
Meal under the door.
The meal come.
Me just feel it a push against my foot. I'm like, what is that?
Yeah, as a matter of fact, you're passing for me.
Yeah,
the thing is this. You see.
oh, this look good.
Yeah, man. I'm supposed to.
Good.
Yeah. Ladies and gentlemen. Oh, around. Yeah, can't show the list. But, yeah.
Where's the camera? We don't have no camera going on there.
Yeah, me switch it around in a minute and show them because them can't get that little more. Bob done bust.
Nice.
Bob done bust. You know what I mean? But when we talk about doing stuff, to me there's a difference between doing stuff and doing it well, right? And a lot of time we get caught up in just doing stuff, right? You're Hopeton Lindo. You're supposed to record music, right?
Yeah,
what I do realize, and I released a single in January.
This is Shala share the fun.
That's
the start of Percy.
Yes, all our one breeze.
We look out for each other. That's what this music is name.
May I do it under the camera? Under the camera, nobody see it.
You have to look out for each other. I'll dig it. I dig it.
That's what go on. Yeah, continue what you were saying, my brother.
Giving, and it's something that both of y'all spoke on, right? Which is, I record a song, I released a single in January. The next one not come yet. Right? Because I believe in giving the song time to breathe. I feel like our industry and our genre creates a disposable mindset when it comes to the music. There's no way in heck I can put out a song right now and drop one a month down the road and it not affect, because I'm a human being, right? The next one that comes out is going to be the one that I'm more attached to. It's a new toy. So I'm going to stop giving me effort as much as I should to its predecessor. You know what I mean? talk to me a little bit about that from a producer's vantage point. And I have another thing we're getting, but from a producer's vantage point, how much should artists think about how often and when they're releasing the songs?
Well, I can only give my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
You understand? Everybody do their thing a little bit different.
Right.
You know, people say it's what's going on now. A song have to drop every week.
Right.
That is their prerogative. I don't operate like that. I feel a song should get a certain amount of breathing space. Because sometimes a song, the first time you hear it, you might not gravitate to it, but it grows on you. So give it time to grow, just like when you plant a seed. But at the same time, you have to wait until it reaches a big tree.
For drop another.
You have to have something line up
come.
to keep the momentum going.
Yeah. Banana
Right,
sucker.
so we don't really do not by accident. That's why when we drop, don't know much. My album already, ready.
So there's a strategy in place.
Yeah. So the momentum is there, upon don't know much now. You so hear some the album move now. Her album is
Coming.
almost done too, you know.
Yeah.
So momentum is very important. But you have to, you know, to us, that's just from my perspective as a producer. I like
Right.
to give a little space.
Right.
You know, because one can kill the other.
Exactly.
And don't get time.
I love that. And then Novel-T, you spoke a little bit also on it in terms of, you know, supporting. You know that he's got the album out. And I say this from, you know, you record a song for Hopeton, right? You got some traction going on right now on this song, right? But another producer wrote of a song when they record the Novel-T, right? And they see some traction going right about now. So then decide, yo, man, drop that tune in on and get some traction off of it.
Yeah.
Which, to each his own. You can do whatever you want to do, right? But I can't give you what you want as much as you see me give you that song right now. Because I tell every producer, I focus on one thing, right? So if you see me pushing this song and you drop yours right now, hold on, because when you don't get the support from it, you're going to be upset. You're going to say, why am I not push your tune? But the truth is, you dropped it at the wrong time.
That's it. Yeah.
Talk to me a little bit about that also.
Well, that, you know, that's a good point. You know, sometimes them say too many cooks spoil the brew or the broth. That's one of the reasons why I can't be working with so many producers at the same time, because everybody's agenda is going to be their important thing. I'm kind of glad that the only producers I'm working with right now is Hopeton, myself, because I produce more thing, and Howard Perry. Right now, there are people that, and the thing is, I always have something going on. You know, I've worked with last year. You know, Oliver Millwood had a song, and I did that cover tune, "So I Can Love You."
Big up Sleepy Wonder.
Big up
Anyway,
Sleepy Wonder and NCMG. Productions on that, you know,
Yeah.
and Oliver Millwood, who was the producer,
and the great Philip Gadd.
and you know how long Philip Gadd and the man that just push things, and all the UK crew. I mean, them just so supportive. UK is just supportive of me, but and all of our stuff, you know. But you know how long he waited to get. It's over a year or so. He asked me to do that song, you know.
Right.
But I think it's very counterproductive to have too many producers producing you at the same time, because like you say, I did the song with Hopeton, but if I have one with Howard Perry and him think it's ready, but him just want to drop it right now because the moment it, to me, is confusing. It would distract from what you're trying to do at this point with this particular song.
Right.
So I think it boils down to who you are and how you roll, because there are a lot of people that are saying, do that song, and I have a song for you, or I have this for you, but I have not the time to do it yet. And I don't think I should be doing multiple projects with multiple producers, and then everybody want their thing at the same time, and then I'm like ripped in different portions. I don't have time, and I don't have, as it is already, I don't sleep. So can you imagine? You know, so you really do
Shouldn't
have
sleep
to be
and she pretty say away. You know, such a bless.
What you saying? No, you sleep up and you sleep.
Here's somebody now. You can't talk when you don't live with her.
Mouth say. What you saying? Vampire committee up all night.
Yeah, I don't live with her. Can't get no sleep on this.
Well, that's a, you know, it's just a connect now to me. Really, what the issue is now, because it's hard for when you up it's hard for you up and not disturb the person that tries to sleep.
Yeah, we
You
don't.
know, in one way, shape, or form.
One way, shape, or form.
You know, so
But here's the thing, them a night owl too, you know, because
Right.
we are both in the industry,
Right.
and we met in the industry, and we've
Right.
always been night people.
Right.
But it look like me take the night thing to another
Another
level.
level.
That if you can't deal with it, don't worry. Like, come to
gone
bed.
too far, man. You're gone too far.
Oh, but you know
Gone
what?
too far.
I'm blessed. I'm blessed. I have the best support system.
Yeah.
Because I'm telling you, these guys here.
Yeah. They got you
I
back.
mean, start with my husband, and now Hopeton.
They got
you want
you
my
back.
second husband.
They got
we had
you back.
Peter G. my third husband.
You African
Let
as
me
well?
tell you, man.
And let me just say, you know, you have people who are like, our circle is very small.
Right.
As you know me, G. I'm not go
Yep.
here, there, and anywhere.
Right.
Similar with
Novel-T.
Novel-T. Understand? But when something go on, where one of my close friends or whatever,
Yeah.
I go out and you see me show up and I
Means
support the
that.
thing.
Yeah.
When I call for free ticket, I come support the thing.
Right.
You understand me? So what I'm saying this to say this, especially to our artists here in Florida. I don't believe in what you call local artists. We are all international
No such
artists.
thing.
Our music are played all over the world.
Word.
Yep.
Right? Some of us is bigger in UK than even here.
Yeah.
Yep.
You understand?
Yeah.
So
Living
feel
proof.
good about yourself
Yeah.
and believe in
Living proof.
yourself. Right? You have a sister writer, so you know, Empress Unique.
Yes.
I'm a bona
My
fide
sister.
sister. She put on her show, them she do her thing, and me will support her.
Right.
I've even written songs for her.
Right.
And you don't
Team
know
player.
where the future might hold.
She's a
Right.
team
That's
player.
someone that I truly respect.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
You have people who, you have so many people here in Florida, like the great Willie Lindo. You understand?
Yeah, man.
You have people who doing promotion and, you know, all the find out people. I mean, Reggae Global and them people
Yeah.
who doing promotion.
Global base.
You know?
like them say,
Yes.
no?
You know? We see everyone, you know.
Right,
but
right,
what
right.
we all need to do is try and look out for each other and come together.
Yeah.
Yes.
People always ask what going on with Florida. I think that is the reason.
So
Yeah.
many good artists here.
You know, we need the unity.
Many
Yeah.
great people here.
As I said to a
We
friend of
lacking the
mine, you know,
talent.
me, you ask me if somebody come to me and say something to me, he said to me, I'll say to the person, listen, I stand for unity and peace.
Right.
If you want unity and peace, you can talk to me. For something else,
We're not
we
up
don't
on
have
it.
time
Not
for
up
it.
on it.
Yeah.
Because that's what we need here.
Yeah.
Because we have something very good here in Florida.
Yeah.
And speaking of,
International. Not have
Speaking-
no local something.
speaking of the international, we have to
Yeah.
big up the international community too, you know, because
Yeah, man.
like you say, UK, you know, we have to make enough noise because UK have really, they've embraced me. I mean, I've had songs that have gone #1 on different new UK charts, you know, whether it's, you know, big or small, it's a chart.
Chart's a
right?
chart, yeah.
And there are DJs over there who just love my stuff, and them love Hopeton, and them love Howard Perry, and they love artists in Florida. So you there thinking you're just a backyard, you're Florida, you're a local artist. No, you're soft playing over there, and they're international. You're an international artist, and they would come and they would check on me and say, "How you doing? You song bad here. This #1 on this chart or that chart," and I didn't even know.
Wow.
And so I have to big up man like Andy Vater, Andy V, you know, you have to big up Philip Gadd, you have to big up Shez Ford, all those different people who push our music
Yeah.
out there too, you know.
Yeah.
You have Selector Peter Gang, you have all kinds of you know,
I mean, we could have called
call
game,
names
but we don't want to call
Colin
Wooly for name and leave
Brown,
out
Leave
the
out
name.
money.
we call
Yeah,
some
yeah,
names,
I
and,
mean,
but everybody
yep.
know themselves.
Them know
you
themselves.
Them know
Yeah.
themselves, you know,
Yeah,
and
understand.
they support us. And the
Yeah.
UK people really gravitate to the stuff that I've been doing. So I really, really love and appreciate the support.
And you know,
and
what I believe is surround yourself with people who think well of you,
yes,
who want the best for you.
yes,
You understand?
yes,
That's true.
yes.
And you'll be
Absolutely.
alright. Just live good.
Absolutely.
Simple. Just live good. Surround the people yourself with people like that. You know what I mean?
And treat
It's-
people the way you want to be treated. You know?
Exactly.
That's the important part. That's the important part right there.
The cake big enough for the whole of you, you know.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, I mean, sugar free and all that, gluten free, whatever you want, we got it. You know what I mean? Ladies and gentlemen, again, First of all, both of y'all, thank you so much for passing through.
Thank you, man.
Mr. Howard Perry, thank you so much for passing through.
You never put him on
For
the
the sleep,
camera.
for the sleep. That's that.
Not where is it?
Mr. Howard Perry, thank you for passing through. For Howard Perry in the corner.
There, but
Security for sure.
gotta keep her.
Oh,
Got,
yeah.
trust me.
What
He's got your
we
back.
call him? We say he was the producer, bag carrier, bouncer. All kind of something.
Yes, sir.
Everything.
When your check come,
Yeah, man.
Novel-T, drop your social media for the masses, please, so they know where to catch up with you.
Everything. Novel-T Fellows. Novelty Fellows. And just Facebook, YouTube, Music by Novel-T. And it's Novelty. All right. So if you do Music by Novelty, you'll find me on YouTube. All my socials, Facebook, just look for Novel-T and the last name. I put the Fellows because I think there are other people saying that they're Novelty, which I don't even know how they come by that. Yeah, but
One real Novelty.
There's some guy out there calling himself Novelty, but he's been there for a while. But when you look for Novelty, you really see my stuff. So
Google me.
Yeah. So Facebook, Instagram, it's Novel-T Fellows.
And that's it. They find you.
Yeah, you'll find me.
Sir Hopeton Lindo, what am I saying? Can I find you?
Hopeton Lindo. We just keep it simple.
Just Hopeton Lindo.
IG,
Google.
Facebook.
Google me.
I mean, if you want, send me an email. I'm here a track we have, irepin@yahoo.com.
Mad.
And let me just mention that I'm working also with my son, Lindo.
I heard a song.
Great artist.
I heard a remix about
Future.
y'all on it.
Yeah,
By
well, he's on my
Go
album too. One of
he's
the
on your
guests,
album?
yeah.
Nice.
And we're working with John FX,
Man.
gifted producer.
Nice.
John is dope.
You know what I mean? So
John is dope.
something to look forward to, and I feel proud to know that, chip
Yeah.
off the whole block.
Yes.
Cool, man.
You know
Cool,
what I mean?
man.
Continuity, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like his handle too. I
Yeah.
go by Lindo.
Yeah.
That's his handle on Instagram.
Instagram.
Love it. I
Wow.
go by Lindo.
Yeah,
You can't.
Wow.
You can't.
You can't miss him.
Can't miss him.
Trust me. Gifted.
Nice guy.
Like you
Nice
said,
guy.
the fruit don't fall too far from the tree. Jano, ladies and gentlemen, it's. Let me say first of all, it's been a pleasure. You know what I mean? We could have done this for hours,
Yes.
but you don't keep up the man for one bag of nights already. So I gotta cook more sleep.
Yeah. So have no dinner. How comes your student not cook food, man?
Because I'm on a diet. I got some broccoli though. No, I'm just no, can't manage it. Make sure y'all go out and get the albums when they come out. Hopeton's is coming out real soon again.
Yeah,
Get them the
Purpose.
29th,
29.
September
29th
29th.
of September, next Friday.
Purpose. You already
Purpose.
heard the lead single for the album, so trust me. Like man
Yeah.
said, there's much more where that came from.
Yeah, man.
You know
a
what I
little
mean?
of everything for everyone, you know?
Ooh, ooh.
Positive
Yeah,
vibes.
man. And just to
positivity.
give you a little sneak peek,
Mm-hmm.
there's also a tribute on that album to my good friend Bob Andy.
Mad.
Nice.
You know,
The
one of
late
his songs
legend.
that he wrote, you know.
Wow. I can't wait. Now I'm gonna send my Russian connector hacking their hard drive on Facebook. Call me Virgin Vlad. I mean, yo, Vlad, what up, B?
Vladimir. Get Vladimir.
I like. I need
over there.
you to hack in the hard drive. You do it for Donald, you can do it for me. But again, make sure you go get the album when it comes out. If you want to, one of them evenings we can fire up them cameras. I could get the okay, and we just one night just go. I take it down though. Now I left it up. Just go one night. Just
Just
come
do the
in and
album.
just get in the whole album.
Yeah,
man.
that
'Cause
sounds good.
People don't put the value. We're so disposable with the thing right now.
Yeah.
Get people realize how much effort going to
Microwave
create an album.
society,
Microwave
man.
society. You know what I mean?
Yeah, true.
So we can give them the full album. We do it for the great ones. The pop. We do it too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
man.
Come through. We'll do that when your album's here. We'll come through one night.
Definitely.
Tell them to stay up on the late shift, maybe a Saturday night, a Friday night, whatever. We give to them.
man.
Then we take it down.
Yeah,
Give
man.
thanks,
Yeah,
my
man.
brother.
Definitely.
Look forward to that,
You got a date with that.
Jano, we got to get up out of here. Ladies and gentlemen, again, Novel-T, Hopeton Lindo, go support the ting. All right?
Yeah.
Mr. Howard Perry, thank you so much for passing through. Appreciate y'all. And easy, beat deeper, the deep voice. Deep voice. You know what I mean?
That's a few.
You know?
And there you have it. Thank you so much for tuning in. It has indeed been a pleasure. Please be sure to subscribe to the podcast, Homegrown with G. Cole. It's available on iTunes, Google Play, Amazon, TuneIn, Spotify, iHeartRadio, wherever you listen to your podcast, we're there. Also, follow us on social media at MyGCole, Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter, and subscribe to the Homegrown with G. Cole YouTube channel. All right? To see the video of this, go on to YouTube. It is there. Remember, be safe, be kind, and be good to each other. My name is G. Cole, and this is Homegrown.
Nakikinika sa música Homegrown with G. Cole.
Estás escuchando Homegrown con G. Cole.
您现在正在收听的是 Homegrown with G. Cole.
You're listening to Homegrown with G. Cole.
Remember, all the music played here on the podcast Homegrown with G. Cole is available on iTunes, Spotify, Apple Music, and all your digital providers. Please support the artists.